Good afternoon, you guys. How are you doing today? These readings are draining my energy today. I'm gonna do the relationship reading and focusing on shadow work, things that need to be healed within, people and the situation. So yeah, I do this for the highest good, highest healing. Those who need to hear the messages the most, take what resonates, leave what does not resonate. Don't force things to fit that don't fit. And we all have masculine and feminine energy, so please apply it where it needs to go. The energy is fluid, so past, present, future. And when you see this is when you're meant to see this. Okay? That's it. So there's a relationship here where there might be some type of I want to say a blockage. I can't really say it's a blockage, but maybe there's a partner that is meant to be something more. You're on a path, a spiritual path, and you're meant to shine brighter, or you're meant to do things, and the other partner might be keeping you back, like they're holding you back from whatever it is you're trying to do. So it's like if you have gifts, if you're a healer, if there's things that you need to give to the world, the person you're with is keeping you from doing that. It's like they're your block. They're holding you back from doing that. Hopefully this is a much lighter reading because I don't have the energy for some heavy ass shit. So in this relationship, there's someone, either one or both of you are very unbalanced energetically. Like your chakras need to be balanced, because when you're not in balance, you do bad shit. You do stupid shit. So there's someone here who has been acting very irresponsible, and it can be in any fashion. It can be financially, it could be sexually, it could be, not taking care of what they need to take care of. Whatever applies to your life. But whatever it is, the reason this person's acting in this manner is because they're out of balance, okay? So they need to take the time to meditate, take a walk, being quiet, whatever you want to call it. They need to take this time. Because when people are acting in this, like when you're acting irresponsible, it's because maybe that's how you act out. It's, maybe you have authority issues. Maybe you don't like being told what to do. Maybe you don't like being controlled. However it is that you want to word it. But, when things like that happen, it's like there's something in you that's out of balance, and it's causing you to behave in a manner that maybe you normally wouldn't behave in. But for some of you, there is someone here that may be flirting with somebody else, maybe sending sexy messages, nudes, shit like that, or just plain flirting with somebody else via text message, email, on fucking one of the many apps that we have access to. Okay. But it seems like this is a repetitive cycle. Okay, so maybe if you guys fight, this person reverts back to texting random people, or if things aren't going well, this person reverts back to stepping out, or just outside sources. They start dealing with people outside of their relationship, and maybe that's something that needs to be healed within them. Instead of them facing it or learning to deal with it and work through the problems, maybe they have a way of running or finding a way to escape, or just getting their needs fulfilled by somebody else. And this is something that needs to be healed. Okay, and like I said, this isn't going to be for everybody, so you take it as it applies. But this is a cycle that needs to be ended. Okay, that needs to end. And again. Okay, so... Okay, hang on. I gotta go back. Okay, another story. Somebody did something. All right, they made a bad choice. And this person may have been entertaining somebody else, while you guys were together in a relationship. And they were doing this because they were out of balance. Maybe they have a character, they would never do that, or they typically don't carry themselves in that fashion. But there was something that caused them to act in this manner, and it was they were out of balance. So because they were out of balance, they were texting somebody or talking to somebody else. But by them doing this, it caused an ending. So maybe you broke up with them, or vice versa. But whatever it was, it caused an ending. And when this ending happened, it's like someone got stuck. Like whatever it was, it caused something to this person is just stuck. They don't know where to go. They don't know what to do. It's just there's no movement. Okay. And there's an emptiness inside this individual. Okay. All right. So somebody. All right. So whatever this was here, there was a person with however this story is resonating for you. There is someone that's experiencing a lot of emptiness. All right, and this may be because, like I said, if this person got caught entertaining somebody else and that they decided that, hey, the relationship's over, I'm not tolerating this, now the other person feels very empty, and this person may have even chosen to move out of the house and move somewhere else because they're done with the relationship. So now this person is dealing with a lot of emptiness. But what I'm seeing here is that this person is always like this. You know, they always step out, or they always go towards somebody else, or they always do something like this, and it's something that needs to be healed within them. And it could be from before, or it's just a pattern, or maybe they seen this growing up where your parents were always cheating, or they were always stepping out, or they were with somebody, or maybe it's just the way you, just the culture, you know, the society you were in, where everybody was always cheating, or everybody's always talking to fucking 10 different people, you know, whatever that is. But that's something that's in you that needs to be healed, because you need to see why it is you can't be alone, or why you have a hard time, you know, fixing relationships, or making peace with what's happened, or working through problems. Okay. And for some people, maybe this person doesn't know how to so the person that like messages and goes outside of the relationship whenever they have issues or whatever, maybe this person doesn't know how to be in a stable situation. Maybe they don't know how to be still. Maybe they moved around a lot as a kid, and that's like, it's just unstable. You know, they're used to, okay, well, if it doesn't work here, then I'm just going to go over there. And if it doesn't work there, then I'm just going to go over here. You know, they bounced around a lot. So when you have the energy of you're always bouncing around and moving around a lot, you kind of carried that into your adulthood. And now you do that with relationships. Maybe if a relationship doesn't work here, then you're just like, fuck it, it's not worth fixing, I'm going to go somewhere else. And it's the same thing. You keep doing this. So you just keep bouncing around. And maybe that's why you're always cheating, or you're always stepping out with other people, because, hey, you pissed me off, I'm pissed off, I'm fighting with you, whatever. And now you're with somebody else. And then you come back home and everything's okay. And then something else happens and then you step out again. And this is that type of energy. But whatever it is, that it's been a consistent thing, it seems like it has finally ended. You know, and if it hasn't already happened, then it's going to happen. So whatever it was, like I said, whatever it is that you've been through, whatever the situation is, they want you to understand that, you know, we all have our ups and downs. We all go through our share of shit. You know, that there's nobody that's above going through shit. But they want you to understand that it's not, just because things might not be moving as quickly as you want them to, or in the direction that you want them to, don't be so stressed out about it. Don't be so focused on it, okay? Because you'll have the wisdom that you need next time to either be prepared, or notice the red flags, or notice the signs. You'll see what they are, and you won't ignore them. Okay, and for some of you, you guys might get a lot of headaches, or you might have a lot of pain in your eyes or your ears. You know, maybe you even get migraines. So, you know, whatever it is, it's like when you get stressed out, it's like maybe you just get tension headaches. Like there's some type of something happens to you, you know, and if you get migraines, then that's probably why you have the pain in the eyes, and then the noise bothers you. You know, and that's not for everybody, but whatever it is, it's like all of this is contributing to your stress. That's what's happening here. And whoever this person is, they seem to have withdrawn. Okay, apparently, like after you moved, or whoever moved out of the house or moved away, this person withdrew, and they're like emotionally unavailable. Like there is just literally an emptiness inside of them, because their actions, you know, they chose to be irresponsible. They chose to do something that was not in the highest good. But because of this, it led to a destruction of a possible family dynamic, because I see a little kid, a little boy that misses, you know, that wants this, like, don't leave. But, you know, whatever this energy is, understand, like, we all go through shit, and it's not going to be bad forever. But if you keep yourself closed off, or if you keep yourself withdrawn, or you make yourself unavailable, then you are basically creating your own blockages. You're not allowing people to come in and help you, and you're not opening yourself up for people to come and give you the things that it is that you need, or what it is that you want, or what you're looking for. All right. And pain is pain. It's always, it's pain. It's not easy to deal with, but the suffering is our choice. Okay. If we decide, okay, you know what, this happened, it hurt me, I'm going to move past it, then great. If you decide, this happened, this hurt me, and I'm going to sit in here and I'm going to wallow in it, and I'm going to allow it to consume me, and I'm going to become cold-hearted, and I'm going to become empty and unavailable to anybody that comes to pursue me, then that's a bit of a problem, because then you're going to hurt somebody else. It might not be intentional, but when you're hurt, you have a tendency of hurting other people, especially if you're not fully aware of what it is that you're doing. Okay, but there's somebody here who is very, very disconnected with their emotions. All right, and like I said, if you're this unbalanced energy, that is why you're disconnected. You need to really sit. Yeah, I don't know if you meditate, but meditate. Put for chakra headphones, like listen to them at night when you're sleeping. It'll help balance your chakras. And yeah, there's something that needs to happen, that needs to be changed. I see a lot of blue, so there's a throat chakra that needs to be cleared. Like there needs to be some form of communication. There's communication that needs to happen here. Okay, whether it's whoever this is, because all I see is somebody who's very withdrawn, and whatever it is, like when they left, or they're moving, or in the process of moving, somebody's very shut down. And understand that you don't need more people. Okay, if you're already in a relationship, marriage situation, dealing whatever it is that you're dealing with another individual, and it might not go the way you want it to, understand we're all human. We all make mistakes, and we're not always going to get along all the fucking time. It's just not possible. Everybody has different energies, different personalities, different moods. There's a lot of shit that factors into this. So adding more to a situation that is already fucked up is not going to make the situation better. It's just going to add more problems and make things more toxic. So that's something that you might want to see, why you feel like adding more, or talking to more people, or texting more people, or whatever the hell, bringing more people in is not going to help. Okay, it's just going to add to the confusion. It's going to be like, well, maybe we could have worked it out, but I'm busy texting this person who seems interesting and they're attractive, instead of, let me just focus on my relationship and see how we can fix this. So kind of see where you're at in that. And if you're giving your attention to somebody else or something else, whatever you're giving your attention to outside of your home, is it worth it? How do you feel about the person that you're with currently? Do you love that person? Is this something you want to work on? Do you have children with this individual? Is it worth salvaging? If it's something that's habitual, maybe not, because it's they have to decide that they want to change that behavior. So if they're going to change it or not. But understand, if you're the person that's stepping out all the time, is it beneficial? Is it helping you? Because from what I see here, it's not supporting anything. It's just helping you to be more closed off and not having any real connections, because you're giving your energy to all these people. So everybody might have a little piece of you, but nobody really has you. Nobody really knows who you are. So you really need to sit with yourself and see, because they're showing me like more is not worth it. Like if you have one good person, one solid person that loves you, that's down for you, that'll do whatever for you, maybe try to work it out if it's workable. I don't know what the background is in the relationship. I'm just looking at the problem right now. So, if they're abusive, or you don't feel safe with them, or things like that, then no, I don't recommend working it out. It's keep on with your path and continue moving. But if it's something that, maybe you guys just fight, or there's cheating or whatever, little bullshit lies, maybe it's workable, but you have to be committed to that. You can't add more people into the situation, because all that does is add confusion, and then nobody knows where they stand, or what they want to do, where they want to go, or who they want to be with, because there's too many people involved. So it's better to take away than to add. Yeah, because there's somebody here who's like a little bit in the clouds. So maybe they feel like it's too much to handle right now, and that's why they're entertaining other people and they're talking to other people, because they can't face what's going on right now, or they don't know how to face it, and it's the only way. It's like an escape. It's like, oh well, it's a distraction, and that's a lot of the things that we do. It's a distraction. If we go smoke, we go drink, we go have sex, we do whatever, it's a fucking distraction from what's really going on. So this is why it's important to really sit with yourself and see how you truly feel. And if it's worth salvaging, then great, do that. But if it's not, then don't force it. Don't sit there and be like, okay, well, I want to do this or I want to do that. But be comfortable enough to sit with yourself. Be comfortable being alone and not hopping from one situation into another, because when you hop from one situation into another, you're not healed. You're carrying all the bullshit from this relationship into the next relationship, and then you're gonna have the same fucking problems because you didn't heal these problems from before. Allow yourself time, allow yourself space. I'm not saying don't talk to people. You can't talk to people, you can have friends, but don't go as far as romanticizing, go as far as being intimate. Don't cross those boundaries. Have friends, talk to people, but don't cross the boundaries where it's something more than friendship. So, and there's someone here who may be very frustrated, and like I said, these frustrations only create blockages. Okay, so it's you or the other person. Maybe they're frustrated with their actions. Maybe you're frustrated with their actions. You're both frustrated. Everybody's frustrated. But they keep saying it's important for you to center yourself. It's important for you to find balance again in this situation so that you can approach it from a calmer perspective. If you're angry and they're angry and emotions are running high, it's going to be an explosive situation, and I can guarantee you it's not going to go well. It's just not, because everybody's coming from an emotional place. When you're in a calm place, then you're able to think more logically and you come to a conclusion more rationally, as opposed to, I'm angry, fuck you, I'm leaving, and this is what happened, this is why it happened, and can we work through this? And that's a want. It's not a we have to work through this because we have kids. No, it's, do I have the desire to continue this relationship? Do I have that love that I want to continue this? Do I have that respect for you? Because if you don't have those things, probably not gonna fucking work out for you. So just say, fuck it, I'm gonna move on and we're gonna save each other some time. But if you feel like it's worth it, then go ahead and do that. Because like I said, there's somebody here who feels like they're restricted, and it could be you or the other individual, but somebody here feels restricted and they're not stepping up to who they're really meant to be because of the frustrations and the stress that they have at home with this person. So when you have all this going on, you have to understand, like, if you're blocking someone or someone's passion or someone's path, like what they truly want to do with their life, there's going to be resentment. There's not going to be love. There's not going to want to be, I want to fix this, because they're like, fuck this, I don't need this. So you have to see which party you are in this. And if you're the person that's creating blockages for somebody else or somebody else's life, you have to understand, if you do not stop this, this person is going to leave you. They're not going to stay and tolerate this, because it's their life. They can live it how they want to live it. Whatever it is that they say I want to do with my life, you either support them or you move the fuck out the way. All right? That's really what it is. But there's, again, like I said, there has to be respect in a relationship. So if you don't respect one person, or neither one of you respect each other, it's going to be hard. Okay? Especially if you guys don't communicate and there's no understanding, or there's no respect to, this is my path. This is my path. This is where my soul is calling me. This is what my soul is telling me I need to do with my life. And you have a different lifestyle, or you just see things very differently, or you don't agree. It doesn't matter. It is not your path. It is not your life. It is your partner's life. So you have to respect the path that they're choosing, or they have chosen already to move towards. And if you cannot respect it, then you need to remove yourself so that they can follow their dreams and live the life that they want to live. Because here, whatever it is again, they keep saying you need to reconnect, you need to center yourself, you need to get back in balance, because there's someone who's very attached to an outcome. And if it's keeping a relationship, keeping a situation together, it's hard, because there's somebody here who's completely unavailable. They don't feel anything. They are completely detached from their feelings. So if you have somebody like this, the only way you're going to get through to this or even salvage a relationship is, let's sit down, let's talk about this. You know I did this. I know I fucked up. I know you feel this way. You know, maybe some space, maybe some time apart will help, because you'll be able to think clearly and you'll be able to be like, okay, you know what? I do want to work this out, or I don't want to work this out. That's really, it's only going to go one of two ways. But it gives you time to sit with yourself and reconnect with who you truly are. And if it's less stressful being alone, then naturally people are going to choose to be alone. But if it's convenient, you know, it's less stressful, you know what, well, it's better if we have the family dynamic and we work through this and we make it better, then that's great too. But there has to be respect in what each person wants to do with their life and what each person is choosing. There has to be that mutual respect between each other. And again, they keep saying someone here is gifted. They are meant to share this with the world. So if you are a healer, if you're a fucking reader, you know, entertainer, whatever it is that you are, that you know that this is your blessing, this is your gift, this is what you're supposed to share with other people, that's what you need to do. And if you're with somebody that is stopping you from doing that, that is not your person. Okay, that is somebody who is jealous and insecure and has things that they need to work through, because they see you as theirs, like a possession. You're mine. You can't do this because I don't want you to, or I'm afraid of losing you. Okay, and that's the energy, is somebody here is afraid that they're going to lose you or they're going to let you go. They don't want you to do that. But understand, since you are on your divine path, whoever this is, the one who's on their path and knows what your path is, and you're breaking away from this situation, the universe is protecting you. You're being guided, and everything that's happening is happening as it's meant to happen. So allow it to happen. Don't allow yourself to be swayed back into something that is not for you, because they're saying you need to find self-discipline. You need to be disciplined in what it is that you're going towards. Okay, so if you find that you're more satisfied being alone, and it's easier for you to pursue your spirituality and your path and whatever is being given to you, then great, you go after that. If you find it's better to stay in a relationship and do that, then great, you do that. But whatever path you choose, they're showing me here that there is abundance and there's planning that needs to take place here. There is a vision board. You know, I don't know if you guys know what a vision board is, but it's basically like you cut out a bunch of pictures, hang them up on your wall or somewhere, or on a board. But typically people just put the shit on the wall. You know, but it's something that helps to manifest what it is that you want, in addition, because your subconscious mind is seeing it all the time. So it's trying to create it for you. But also take the time to, you know, budget what it is that you're doing. Budget your trips, the money you spend on eating out, you know, what you need to buy, things like that. You have to start budgeting, you know, plan what it is that you're doing. So that way you know where your money's going and how much you're spending and all of that. So, you know, this is basically helping you with your spiritual work, whatever it is that you're going towards, you need to work on that. And again, they're showing me family. So for some of you, this is a family dynamic that is getting, you know, it might not remain a family dynamic, and there might be some things that need to be resolved. And understand that is fine. You know, a family is still a family. Just because it's not the same type of family doesn't make it less family. You know, so it's okay if a family, if mother and dad separate, you're still family. You just have a different dynamic and a different way of working together. And a lot of people don't understand that. So you have to find a way to make that work for you guys, and not look at it as, oh, well, the family's broken up and that's the end of the world and we can never fucking get along or talk again. But there's something here that someone has been wanting that is being denied. Okay, so if you've been hoping and praying for something and it's not happening, it's because it's not good for you. It does not serve your highest good, and that's why it's not coming in. So whatever it is, if it's a person, a job, whatever situation it is, it's not serving you. And there's whatever, like I said, there's someone here that's afraid, and someone is more afraid of losing you than of what's going to happen. Okay, and this is something that's going to be happening soon if it hasn't already happened. But they're showing me that there's somebody who's very afraid. And your team, your spiritual team, is removing all blockages. So everything that was blocking you is getting removed. So that's probably why this situation is coming to an end, because this individual is holding you back. And again, there's a lot of toxic behavior. So toxic patterns, toxic traits, things like that. So whatever is being denied is for your highest good, because maybe this person is just toxic, or they keep repeating toxic cycles, or it's a toxic habit at this point. But whatever it is, like the toxicity, the spirit's keeping it away from you. Like they're like, no, 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 this is not the path. This is not the right way. So if there's a person or a situation, this is why it's not happening, because they don't serve your highest good. And yeah, you're going to be presented with a new beginning. Okay, so, you know, maybe there's going to be a renewal to a relationship or someone from the past. But they're saying that you need to do things differently to get a different result. Because if you continue doing the same things, you're going to get the same results as you got before. So, but there's, again, they want you to give it a fair chance. So if you know somebody who's going to come back from the past, be fair, you know, hold space for them, allow them room to show you that they're different. But if they're not changed, then, you know, keep it pushing, because like I said, spirit is protecting you. They're saying they're not allowing anyone that is not serving your highest good. And whoever this is that's keeping you from following your path, they're going to be removed if they haven't already been. But that's what's happening here. So whatever it is here, you know, understand, like, there's just a lot of disconnect here, emotional disconnect, and somebody really needs to get reconnected, and you have to find some type of respect for the situation and the relationship. And if you cannot find that, then that's it. Once you lose respect for a person, there's really not much else you can do. It's going to take time to get that back. If you don't trust the individual, well, again, not really much you can do, because all of this takes time to build. Once it's broken and it's gone. So whatever this is, like I said, there's an ending. If it hasn't already happened, there is an ending that's coming. And when this happens, there's going to be someone who's very disconnected from everything. So try to be a good person. Try to work through this. Just try to be humble. All right. Let me see. So someone here who has brown or hazel eyes, and they may be keeping tabs on you or taking notes. And again, if this situation, there's someone who's fair complexion, you know, light-skinned, white, but somebody's pregnant here, and there's somebody here who has dimples. Now there is something here that has to do with somebody's sister, or maybe somebody's sister is insecure, or somebody's jealous, or vice versa. There's something here that has to do with somebody's sister. But there's someone who's very confident and maybe mysterious. Maybe they don't share everything in their life, or they don't open up very easily to people. But you take what resonates, take what fits your story. You know, if you're not pregnant, then somebody else is pregnant. But again, like I said, somebody's partner is pregnant. But yeah, those are the messages for today. Today was very draining in these readings. Probably won't be doing this type of reading again for a little while, because this was exhausting. You know, but I hope this helped you in seeing what it is that needs to be worked through, or the reason why you're having the issues that you're having. Sending light and love. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good day.